All right, everybody, we're going to have to redo this because I lost a lot of audio in the first video I did. So let's redo this here. So first off, thank you to everybody who has been watching on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to Sports Talk Live for more great videos coming up. I will be getting into live streaming on YouTube. I know Twitch has recently given you access to monetization tools, and I'll be using some of the extra tools that they gave me on Twitch. I will be getting into live streaming games on Twitch again, but I will also be doing Sports Talk Live recordings for the Twitch followers as well. We're almost to 200 followers on there. We have 30 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you to everybody. I also want to let you guys know that we will be doing at least 2 a week to start off with of these, and I will be adding more intros into the videos. For YouTube live streaming, I'm going to have to use the camera, so you guys are going to be able to actually see me. But we will see what we can do with that when college football comes up. I also have a different image for college football time I'm going to be posting on the YouTube channel. It's an image that I made, and it has the Michigan Wolverines stadium in the background, and we will be doing live like scoreboards at like later at night and go over some of the games. So we will be doing that. But in today's episode, it's the 1888 World Series. So let's get started here. So these three things in 1888 I know are true. Mr. Grover Cleveland was still president. The United States did not have all 50 states. And the St. Louis Cardinals are back again for the fourth and final time that we will see them in the pre-modern World Series. And today they face off against the New York, a.k.a. the San Francisco Giants. So it is the 1888 World Series here on Sports Talk Live. Let's go. So, folks, we're back here at 1888. So, for those of you who just watched the last video, I'm going to go through this one a little bit faster, so it's not going to be as long. But yeah, 1888 World Series. It was the end of the year. Professional baseball playoff series between the National League champion, the Giants, and the four-time defending American Association champion, the St. Louis Browns, aka the Cardinals. I know in the last video I messed up. I kept calling them the Browns. I'm going to call them the Cardinals in this one. So the Giants won this one 6-4. It was a 10-game series. Hall of Fame pitcher Tim Keith went 4-0 in the series. Most of the time he beat the Silver King. This was the Cardinals' last appearance in the tournament in the pre-modern era World Series, the last of their 4 American Association pennants. The club would later join the National League in 1892, so right now they're not in it, but they will be. And we will not be seeing them again in any kind of World Series capacity until 1926. That's right. We're going to have to wait a long time before we see the Cardinals. They'll be around. They'll just be battling the Cubs for eternity. So let's do this again. Again, we're going to go kind of fast here because my mic cut out in the last one. I lost a lot of it, so I had to redo it. So the New York Giants, led by manager Jim Muttrey, with a record of 84, 47, and 7, opposing the 4-time champions, the St. Louis Cardinals, led by manager Charles Comiskey, with a record of 92, 43, and 2. And it was played at the Polo Grounds in Sportsman's Park, with one game in Philadelphia, which will be the last neutral game World Series until 2020, the COVID series, which I didn't watch. So game 1 was played at the Polo Grounds here. Giants win 2-1. Scored both of their runs in the second and the third inning, and the Cardinals only get 1 run in the third. On the account for the Giants of 2 runs, 2 hits, and 4 errors, and the Cardinals got 1 run, 3 hits, and 5 errors. And Tim Keith and Silver King faced off, and Tim Keith won. Also, to let you know that when the home runs are up on here, we will be talking about them because I have not been doing that. So Whenever there are home runs in series, we will be going over it, and I hope to expand upon this in the future. But Game 2 was October 17th at the Polo Grounds. The Cardinals come back, win their first game, 3-0. They scored 1 run in the second and 2 in the ninth on the count of 7 hits and 4 errors. And the Giants got absolutely no runs, but they got 6 hits and 1 error. And Elton Chamberlain defeated Mickey Welch. Game 3, Giants come back and win 4-2. They got 2 runs in the first, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the seventh on account of 5 hits and 2 errors. And the Cardinals got 2 runs, 1 in the eighth and 1 in the ninth on 5 hits and 5 errors. And Tim Keith defeated Silver King again. Maybe Silver King should stop pitching against Tim Keith. That seems like a good idea. Game 4, Giants win 6-3. They scored 1 run in the first, 4 in the third, and 1 in the fifth on account of 8 hits and 2 errors. And the Cardinals scored 3 runs, 1 in the third and 2 in the eighth on account of 7 hits and 4 errors. And Ed Crane defeated Elton Chamberlain. So Game 5 was at the Polo Grounds. And I love on here how they say day games. Like, people wouldn't know by watching that it was a day game. Of course it was. They didn't have lights back then. I don't think they have lights until about the 30s. So all of these games were played in the day. Fun fact, all the World Series until I think it was 1972 were all played during the day, but we will get there. So Game 5, the Giants win 6-4 against the Cardinals. They score 1 run in the first and 5 runs in the eighth on account of 9 hits and 2 errors. And the Cardinals get 3 runs in the third and 1 in the sixth for 4 runs on 5 hits and 5 errors. And Tim Keith once again defeats Silver King. Silver King, stop pitching against Tim Keith. He's going to beat you. So Game 6 was the game in Philadelphia, the last neutral site game until 2020. Giants win that one. Of course they do. Scored 12 runs, got 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth, 3 in the seventh, and 5 in the eighth, and 13 hits and 5 errors. And the Browns score 3 runs in the first, 1 hit in the third, or 1 run in the third, and 1 run in the eighth, on 3 hits and 7 errors. Gee, I guess the Cardinals forgot how to hit. And Mickey Welch defeats Elton Chamberlain. Hold on here, just checking something on StreamYard. Okay, very nice. I am still going, and my audio is working very well, so that's good. So, Game 7, yes, Game 7 was played here at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis, and the Giants win the game. Cardinals win 7-5. Seems like a competitive game here on account of 8 hits and 3 errors. They get 3 in the fourth and 4 in the eighth. And the Giants get 3 runs in the second, 2 in the sixth. And that's it for them on 11 hits and 3 errors. And finally, Silver King wins, but he doesn't defeat Tim Keith. He defeats Ed Crane. Game 8. Tim Keith wins this, and Buck Hansen and Mike Tiernan hit home runs. So good job, guys. We will see if you can hit some more later. Tim Keith is 4-0. Good job, Tim Keith. You're undefeated. Giants win 11-3. Scored 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and 6 in the ninth on 12 hits and 2 errors. And the Cardinals only get 3 runs, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the seventh, 1 in the eighth on 5 hits and 6 errors. And Game 9 in Sportsman's Park. At this point, the Cardinals have already lost the series, so this is just for pride for them. This is a wild game, 14-11. Cardinals score 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the fifth, 2 in the seventh, 2 in the ninth, and 3 in the 10th on 15 hits and 4 errors. And the Giants get 3 in the second, 5 in the third, 1 in the seventh, 2 in the eighth on 14 hits and 5 errors. And Jim Devlin wins the game, and Bill George loses. And Tip O'Neill, not the future politician, but the baseball player, hits a home run in this one. And then finally, Game 10. You have the Cardinals winning 18-7. Score 1 in the second, 5 in the fourth, 5 in the sixth, 4 in the seventh, 2 in the eighth, and 1 in the ninth. And the Giants get 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the eighth, and 1 in the ninth on 13 hits and 8 errors. And Elton Chamberlain defeats Liddell Titcomb, and Bill George, Tip O'Neill, and Tommy McCarthy all hit home runs in the series. So for the Giants, the player with the best batting average was Liddell Titcomb. He had exactly 500 batting at the Mendoza line. And then second best was George Gore at a .45. And for pitching, Tim Keith was the best, won all of his starts with a ERA of a .51. You will not see that a lot today. And for the Cardinals, the average of these players, look up the 1888 World Series and look at the averages here. They were garbage. The one player on the bright spot was Jack Boyle at a .438 and Joko Milligan, who had a .400. Everybody else was sub 200 or below. And the best pitcher was Elton Chamberlain, 2 wins, 3 losses. Jim Devlin got 1 start, but Elton Chamberlain's ERA was 5.32. And in the series summary, Giants win the first game, Cardinals second, Giants third, Giants fourth, Giants fifth, and Giants sixth. Cardinals win the seventh, Giants win the eighth, Cardinals in the final 2. So that, folks, was 1888. So now the Giants have their World Series, and if you've been keeping track so far, we have the Providence Grays, who have 1 World Series. We have the Chicago Cubs with 1, the St. Louis Cardinals with 1 of their own, the Detroit Wolverines with 1, and now the Giants have 1 of their own. So 5 different World Series with 5 different winners. And folks, that is 1888. Now, next time we talk, it'll be 1889, and the Giants are back as the defending champions, going up against a New York-based team, the Brooklyn Bridegrooms. Yes, that's their name, the Brooklyn Bridegrooms. Will the Giants be able to make it 2 in a row and become the first team to win 2 World Series? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. But that was the 1888 World Series. I want to say, again, thank you to everybody that has been watching on YouTube and on Twitch. Like I said before we go, I'm going to be getting into streaming on Twitch, so be sure to stop by on that and draw me a like and follow. I'm almost to 200 followers on there. I haven't streamed in a while. I'm excited to get back into that. I'll be seeing what games I want to stream. I still will be doing Sports Talk Live stuff occasionally on there. I'll be doing videos and all of that. Those will be interchangeable with the streams that I'll do. I still don't have any advanced software to be able to, do like live streams on Twitch, so that will not be happening for a while, but that's okay. We'll be going live on YouTube for live streams. I plan to do stuff for college football and NFL, like scoreboards. As I said, when college football season comes back, I'll be changing the logo on the YouTube channel to a more Michigan Wolverine-centric one because I'm a Michigan fan. But that will be it. So thank you all. Be sure to subscribe to Sports Talk Live for more great videos coming soon. Appreciate y'all. And we will see you next time. And by the way, these videos, I'm going to try to do 2 a week to start off with and see what the reaction is, see what people like. Be sure to drop me comments as well. Let me know what you want me to do, and I will endeavor to do them. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you soon.